All right. Another joint letter was filed by the parties in the Lively Wayfarer matter, and it has to do with the spoliation motion, the sanctions motion that just got filed, and I've been talking about the last couple videos. And so it looks like the parties met and conferred. They discussed about the response dates. The current due date, which is set by local rules, was for October 29th. And the parties agreed that oppositions to those motions should be filed by November 20th, giving them almost an additional month to respond. That's probably because the motions for summary judgment are due November 12th. That's a huge undertaking. It's a lot of work to file that. And it looks like the parties agreed that they should file those before they deal with the opposition to this motion, which means that this particular issue about spoliation with respect to Lively's motion and the Jonesworks motion will not be decided upon before December 9th. December 5th is when the last briefing will be filed by the moving parties. December 9th is the date that they have scheduled to go before the court. But as we know, just because something is fully briefed doesn't mean that the court rules on it right away, which means that the court will have in hand the motions for summary judgment, if there are opposing ones, at least a motion for summary judgment in hand by the time this is completed. As I suspected, this is not going to be something that gets resolved before the motion for summary judgment. It's something that will happen a lot later. It's not going to have priority over the motion for summary judgment or the MJOP. And so it could even be rendered moot if, for example, the retaliation claims go away. And so this kind of reaffirms my suspicion that they wanted to get this out there so that headlines will say that she couldn't prosecute her retaliation claims because the bad guys deleted all of the evidence and that's why she loses. But if they lose the retaliation claims at motion for summary judgment or motion for MJOP, then it's sort of irrelevant. So what I'm curious about is how it's going to play into the MSJ. So if Wayfarer wins on legal grounds, then it doesn't matter. But if there's something about the evidence, it might come into play then. Regardless, I still think it was a PR move by the Lively Jonesworks teams, and it's not going to really impact the MSJ as far as I can see it right now. And anyways, it's not even going to get briefed until the MSJs are on file.